If there's anybody who had thrown their life away, I would be a perfect example of that. From as early as I can remember, there's always been something missing in my life. I've been looking for something. I always thought of it being my dad. He was only around enough for me to know that he was missing. Then my mom got married to another guy, and he was there long enough for him to move us to a new city, away from the family that I did have, long enough for me to call him daddy a few times, and then he was gone. Began to hang out with some people that weren't such good influences, but as I think back, I wasn't such a good influence either. About my 9th grade year in high school, began to steal things, began to break in cars with my buddies, and we broke into this one car and found a gun. We thought we'd hit the jackpot. It was my day to carry the gun around, and so we were all hanging out at my house that particular day, and I accidentally shot my best friend. My friend died later that day. He goes to the hospital, and I go to jail. A month later, my girlfriend ends up pregnant. Her parents and my parents decide that we shouldn't keep the baby, we need to give it up for adoption. So she goes off to a home for unwed mothers. We try to keep our relationship together, and actually for 5.5 years we do. We give the baby up for adoption. For 5.5 years we continue to date. We continue into a relationship built on sex, built on physical intimacy, but it doesn't really fill the void in my life, the thing that I'm really looking for. But 5.5 years later, she tells me, I don't love you. I just don't want to be with you anymore. That was a time when I turned to drugs and alcohol like I never had before. The thing was, I met a girl at that same time, Nikki, who was the same way. She was longing and looking for something. She was empty. After 6 months of knowing one another, we decided that we would get married. We only told a few people. We got married and we ran away on our honeymoon. That night, we only been married about 10 hours. We had the largest fight we've ever had. So I told her, if we're gonna fight like this, we might as well get a divorce now. That moment sobered us up. We found God, although he had been there the whole time. We just couldn't see him. We asked him to come into our lives and to fulfill us, because left to ourselves, we were gonna ruin our lives. We began at that point to share with others what had happened to us. We began to see him come alive. Whether I'm talking with a homeless person, whether I'm talking with one of my next door neighbors, whether I'm talking with a family member, I'm reminded that no one is outside of the reach of God. I'm reminded of why Jesus came. He said it's not the healthy that need a doctor, it's the sick. I was the sickest of all. The more I see God for who he truly is, the more I begin to be like him. I begin to understand that he washes me completely. My past is gone, but I am who he created me to be.